Hey guys, YouTuber Attendant here. Okay, and I figured with it being Saturday morning, I figured that I would just make this video to talk about two like old Saturday morning kids blocks that would always air on Saturday mornings like back in the day. I remember as I was growing up, these two blocks would always be airing on Saturday mornings, and of course they would also eventually also air on weekdays as well. And so, yeah, of course, the two networks that I'm talking about are Fox Kids and Kids WB. Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, I mean, these blocks like, were like, were always aired on Saturday mornings as I was growing up, and as I just said, they would eventually also be showed during the weekdays as well. Yeah, and And yeah, growing up, I mean, I did tune into both of these blocks a lot. Of course, um yeah, Fox Kids and Kids WB really did have a really great lineup of shows, and yeah, these really were shows that I really did watch a lot growing up. And so, yeah, what I just wanted to do was I wanted to come on here to just kind of ask you guys if you actually did watch these as kids, if you were into these shows. Which one of these blocks do you actually think is better? Because yeah, like I said, both of these blocks just had a really great lineup of shows that they aired, and yeah, and just depending on what you're into, just I guess that's what it really comes down to. But really, which block did you personally think was the better one? Because I mean, it's kind of hard to say which one truly is better. Yeah, because I mean, it can be a pretty tough choice because, as I said, both of these networks really just did have just a great lineup of shows, and yeah, they really were a lot of the shows that aired on both of these blocks are shows that I really did love watching and growing up. Yeah, so yeah, so when it comes to which one it really is better, it really is a tough choice. But me personally, I would probably actually go with Fox Kids as being the better one. I think that's the one that I really did like more. Now, like I said, it really is a tough choice. I mean, I did watch Nostalgia Critics video when he was talking about Fox Kids, and he just went over all the well, not all the shows, but quite a lot of shows that did air on Fox Kids. And then he also briefly talked about Kids WB, because during sort of during the mid to late 90s, that's kind of when Fox Kids was kind of going downhill when Kids WB started up. So yeah, but yeah, me personally, I would say that I do think that Fox Kids was the better block. Now, yeah, don't get me wrong, I mean, both blocks did have some really great shows. I mean, yeah, Kids WB really did have some great shows, and there really were shows that I loved. I mean, Kids WB did have did air shows Batman the Animated Series, as well as Superman the Animated Series, which of course did lead to some other sort of spin-off shows. I remember they had the Batman Superman Adventure series. He's he's there was also it also ended up leading to Batman Beyond, and yeah, some other sort of Batman series. I remember they had the Batman series that aired in the mid 2000s, which I never did actually watch, but yeah, that was another Batman spin-off show that they had. And yeah, Kids WB also did have shows Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Pokemon, various Looney Tunes shows, Jackie Chan Adventures. I remember I did watch that as a kid, and there was also the Men in Black TV series, which yeah, I did like that too. So yeah, I mean, Kids WB did have a really good lineup of shows, and yeah, they really were shows I did watching as a kid. But yeah, just overall, I do think that Fox Kids. Fox Kids, I think, did have a bigger lineup of shows, and it did have some shows I think I did I was like a bigger fan of growing up as well. I mean, yeah, like I said, Nostalgia Critic went over like quite a lot of shows that did air on Fox Kids back in the day. Yeah, I'll put Nostalgia Critic's a video of Fox Kids down in the description if you want to watch it. I mean, it is like an hour-long video, so he does go over like quite a few of the shows that did air on Fox Kids. Yeah, but yeah, Fox Kids really did have just like a huge lineup of shows throughout its run. I mean, yeah, Fox Kids did have shows like Bobby's World, Peter Pan and the Pirates, Power Rangers, of course, which yeah, I love Power Rangers. Yeah, they had a Big Bad Beetleborgs, which I remember watching that, which I liked as a kid. Yeah, they did have like both the Spider-Man and X-Men animated series. They had the Tick, Goosebumps, the Casper cartoon, Digimon, the Godzilla cartoon. They had like a couple of those Transformers series, like Beast Wars and Beast Machines, Big Guy and Rusty, Digimon, Monster Rancher, and some other shows like that. Yeah, yeah, and even like a Fox Kids, they also like before Kids WB actually started. Fox Kids also did air shows like Batman the Animated Series, Animaniacs, and various Looney Tunes shows. Like there was a Baby Looney Tunes, Bugs and Daffy, Tiny Toons, and yeah, just some other various Looney Tune shows like that. But if I can address something real quick that Nostalgia Critic talked about in his Fox Kids video, as he was talking about like the Looney Tune shows, he did like start to talk about Tiny Toons, and yeah, he showed like a clip from Seinfeld with like Jerry like watching Tiny Toons and said he was watching on Nickelodeon. And Nostalgia Critic like said that clip bothered him because Tiny Toons wasn't on Nickelodeon; it was on Fox Kids. But actually, Nostalgia Critic, Tiny Toons was on Nickelodeon. I remember watching Tiny Toons as a little kid, and I remember it did air on Nickelodeon. It may not have like been actually like made for Nickelodeon, but I like on Wikipedia it says that yeah, sorry, still like kind of going through like the cold. I've got like the cough going on right now. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Wikipedia does say that there were like reruns of Tiny Toons that like were airing like in the mid '90s, and I do remember that because I did watch Tiny Toons on Nickelodeon. So yeah, maybe you're just like misinterpreting what like Jerry was talking about in that episode of Seinfeld Nostalgia Critic, because yeah. It may not have actually like been made for Nickelodeon and not originally air on Nickelodeon, but it was shown on Nickelodeon. So yeah, that's something that you're actually wrong when you say it wasn't on Nickelodeon, because it was. I remember, and Wikipedia even says so. So yeah, but still, yeah, anyway, yeah. So yeah, Fox Kids did actually like show like some of the Warner Brothers shows that before Kids WB did actually start up. And when Kids WB did start up, they took all those shows of theirs that did like air on Fox Kids, like Batman and Animaniacs and the Looney Tune shows and stuff. So yeah, so I guess that's another thing that does give a Fox Kids an advantage over Kids WB. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, just like there were like quite a few shows on Fox Kids I really did love, and I do think that I did love even more than a lot of the shows that did air on Kids WB. Like Power Rangers, I was just a huge fan of when I was a kid, and even now I still do like Power Rangers. And the Spider-Man and the X-Men cartoons I really did love, and Goosebumps I was a huge fan of. I've talked about Goosebumps before. I really did like love Goosebumps as a kid, and yeah, yeah, and other shows like that did air on Fox Kids, like Digimon. I was like as a kid, I actually was more into Digimon than I was Pokemon. And Big Guy and Rusty, I remember loving that show. Oh, as a kid too. Who, yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, Kids WB did have some great shows. Like, of course, like Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, Animaniacs. I mean, yeah, those are just like legendary cartoons as well. So yeah, they do have those. But yeah, I just think that because Fox Kids really does have like a bigger lineup of shows, and it was just like shows that I really did like watch more as a kid. I really do like think that I did like tune into Fox Kids a lot more than I did Kids WB. Even though like I did watch a lot of shows on Kids WB, just Fox Kids for me really was just like the one that I tuned into more because it had more shows that I did like to watch. So, well, Yeah, so my vote personally for Kids WB, yeah, Fox Kids. Yeah, my vote really does go to Fox Kids, but I can really like see it go either way. I mean, of course, like I was just saying, like Batman and Superman the animated series and Animaniacs, they are legendary cartoons, and I really could like see if people really would prefer a Kids WB due to like the legend how legendary those three shows are, and even like some of the other shows that did air on Kids WB, like Pinky and the Brain, of course, and Batman Beyond. I wasn't the biggest fan of Batman Beyond, but I mean it does like have a following, and I did like the Return of the Joker movie, and yeah, I did like the other shows like Jackie Chan Adventures and the Men in Black series, and yeah, some other shows that did air on Kids WB too. So yeah, but yeah, like I've just been saying, just I really do think that like there were just like more shows on Fox Kids that I really did like watching, and I was a fan of growing up, and yeah, they just had a bigger lineup. So yeah, I personally would go with Fox Kids being the better block. Right, so yeah, that's my vote on it. But yeah, you can like comment on my channel and tell me which ones you guys actually do prefer and which block you think was the better one. Because yeah, in like the late '90s and the early 2000s, these really were just competitors with each other for Saturday mornings. But whichever one is better or you prefer, that's just really just comes down to personal preference. It just comes down to personal preference on which one really is better, which shows that you really did like more, and which network you really do think had the better block. So yeah, the result really comes down to personal preference, and my personal preference really goes to Fox Kids. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, Nostalgia Critics video of Fox Kids will be down in the description if you want like to learn more about like a lot of the shows that did air on Fox Kids, and if you just want like a more in-depth analysis of the shows. So, yeah, because yeah, it would take like quite a long time for me to go like through all the shows. But yeah, I really don't want to like make this like an hour-long video. So yeah, so I really just like tried to narrow it down as much as I could, really just talking about like or just mentioning a lot of the shows that did air on both networks. So yeah, you can check out Nostalgia Critics video down there if you want a more in-depth analysis of like all of like the many of the shows that did air on Fox Kids. And yeah, they also do talk about like when Fox Kids really did start to go downhill and how they were yeah, they really were just like falling very flat towards the end, and especially like with shows like Angela Anaconda and shows like that. I mean, I never did watch Angela Anaconda. I mean, but I did like watch like the clip that was in the Nostalgia Critics video, and that just looks like some Nick Jr. crap or something. So yeah, so it's not really hard to see why Fox Kids ended up going downhill at that point. Yeah, but still, like historically, I do think that Fox Kids was the better of block. So yeah. Yeah, so that's my take on it. Alright, so like I said, you can comment on my channel and tell me which ones you prefer, and the Nostalgia Critics video Fox Kids will be down in the description if you want to watch it. Yeah. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and just tell me which block you really do think is which one you did like better. Alright. But yeah, so I guess that's all I can really say. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.